Hi, my name is Koketso Mohotloane and you're watching Africa World TV. Today we have a guest by the name of Ifey Stanley, and he is going to have a show here called Restoring Nations to God, which is a very interesting and very spiritual topic. Let's find out what Ifey has to say. Now Ifey, you hi, actually, first of all.
Hi.
How are you? The formal part first. You mentioned on your leaflet that assuming that you have 24 hours to live, what would you do? Let's start with you. What would you do in 24 hours?
In 24 hours. Okay, in 24 hours, what I would do is, actually before I start, I just want to, first of all, acknowledge that I just want to give God the thanks for this opportunity, you know, for making a part, you know, creating this part. I know I haven't said it before, I didn't say it before, but I have to say it now. So, what I'll do, actually, here's the leaflet. It says, assuming you have just 24 hours to live, what will you do? So, what I'll do is this. I will lock myself in the room.
Right.
I probably said it like 1,000 times already.
Yeah, because
I will lock myself in the room, right?
Yeah.
And I will pray as much as I can.
Okay.
I will try to get as close to God as possible. I will pick up my phone and call a lot of the people who might be having a grudge against me, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
I will try to make sure that I haven't offended anybody, and it will be the happiest day of my life, actually.
Yeah.
Some people might think that that's a weird thing to say.
You think you're prepared?
Well, I would say so.
Because it actually ties into that question as well. That if you had 24 hours to die, are you prepared to die? Not the process of dying, but the procedure of dying itself. Like, because there's another procedure. It's not just 6 feet under.
That's right. That's right. You just hammered. You just hit the nail on the head. The thing is this: when we die, it's not the end.
Yeah.
It is a journey. Death is a journey.
Okay, just before we get there, why is it that you would lock yourself in the room? Because I'm sure that I'm surprised as much as our audience right there.
I know. The reason I would lock myself in the room is this. Because I know there's a place called heaven and there's a place called hell, right?
Right, yeah.
And I would really want to go to heaven, you know? And I wouldn't want to get out there and start doing something, you know? Because if I get out there, I might be tempted to do something in my last moment. Yeah. I might be tempted to do something wrong.
Because you're only human too.
Because I'm only human, and we are fallible. Humans are fallible, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I would try to, you know, to stay as close to God as possible. Try to avoid every form of silliness, you know, and try to focus and, you know, be as close to God as possible.
You actually evangelize whenever you get time. You go out there. You're one of those people who are very enthusiastic about talking about God and the scriptures. You evangelize, and you were giving this leaflet to people out there. And just tell us what were their answers to this question.
Yeah, they were giving me some really strange answers. You know, the youth will tell me things like, "I'm going to party all day." You know, they have just 24 hours to live, and they say they're going to party all day. I was talking to somebody last week actually in IT Tala.
Yeah.
And there were two of them. Do you know what they told me? They said, I will rob the bank. I said, you have just 24 hours to live. Why are you going to rob the bank? Why do you want to rob the bank if you have just 24 hours to live? What are you going to do with the money? Come on. You're just going to rob the bank, and what are you going to do with the money?
Wow.
You know? So, you know, they give some really, really strange answers. The youth, you know, the younger youth, like, they always give me answers like, I will party all day, I'm going to drink all night or something like that. I'm going to take drugs and, you know, things like that. But the elderly people, most of the elderly people, they will tell me, you know, actually that is a good question, you know.
Yeah.
They will try to reason a little more with me. But the youth, the elderly folks will reason a lot more with me. but the youth will always be like
very rational, like
yeah, the youth tend to be irrational, but the elderly people tend to be more reasonable.
Right.
You know, they try to reason things out with me a lot more. But the funny thing is this, yeah.
Right.
10 out of 10 dies.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
So we all
that
die.
is the scariest statistics, isn't it?
Yeah,
we will all die.
because
Nobody escapes death. Nobody's going to escape death. Even if you think you are, whoever you think you are, you will die. That is the truth. You will die. You understand? So, you know, when we start talking about these things, you know, hopefully it will get the youth to start thinking, you know, to start thinking for themselves, you know, because God truly exists. Although in this society we have been brainwashed, you know, this society has been brainwashed a lot, you know, with the evolution and all of that, the theory of evolution and all of that, a lot of people tend to believe that, you know, we humans evolved from fish. Can you imagine?
Wow.
I didn't evolve from fish though. I know that I was designed, I was created, you know. So, you know, it's good to bring up conversations like this, discussions like this, so that the youth can think, people can start thinking, you know.
Exactly.
Because God actually exists. If you die now, where are you going to spend eternity, you know?
I was just thinking about what you just said there about youth, that they would think of something, they would answer the question like they would go and party. I'm just thinking about how, you know, we're ruled by materials in this world.
Yeah.
You know, personally, I just think that, you know, youth need to be educated some more.
Yes.
Not about the world, but about the other world.
Yes.
The other spiritual world that exists here on earth and after earth.
Yeah, that's right.
And we will touch a little bit more on that on your show, and it's called Restoring Nations to God. You know, so this guy is going to prepare you people to know more about God. If you want to know the character of God, read the scriptures. That's what he's saying. And we'll give him a few seconds to shout out to whoever he wants to shout out. Who do you want to shout out to?
I don't really. I just want to speak to you watching at home or wherever you are, watching on YouTube or wherever you are. You know, start thinking about these things. You know, forget about what the society it says. Forget about the ways that the society is tending to, like, you know, brainwash us and things like that. Think for yourselves. You know, just take a look around you. Look at the creation. Look at everything points to a designer. Everything points to God. You understand? So I would encourage you to, like, you know, think about these things and don't just go by what the society tells you and things like that. You know. So.
Thank you, Ifey, for
Thank you so
coming in.
much.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
No
We
problem. My
appreciate your journey here.
Thank you.
Ifey will be having his show every Thursday here on Africa World TV, and he's going to be telling you and touching a bit of Christ and his words and all the amazing things that he created here for us. Like he said, think about your decisions, think about your future, that it's not just the next step, it's the next world too.
That's right.
Follow us, like or unlike us on Facebook, Africa World TV, Africa World News, and thank you for watching Africa World TV. My name is Koketso Mohotloane. So over to you guys at the studio.